In Game 1 of the WHL Finals, the Oil Kings and Winterhawks picked up right where they left off from last year. The hosts produced a storm in the first period, but when the dust settled, it was the visitors from Alberta who had the edge in the series. In a hostile environment, the Oil Kings drew first blood. Tonight, the defending champs look to deliver another blow. A new chapter in this fierce rivalry will be written this evening. It's Game 2, next on Shaw.
Well, it was another stunning day in Portland, Oregon. Feels like summer has already hit. It was in the high 20s here in the Rose Cities. We get set for game number 2, and a big reason why the Edmonton Oil Kings drew first blood. Henrik Samuelsson with 2 goals in game 1. 5-game winners now for Henrik to lead all scorers in the WHL playoffs. Stefan Legault's got the longest current assist and point streak right now in the WHL playoffs. 5 games, 8 helpers over that span. 3 came last night, and 9 points as well. And there's the 8th overall pick of the Pittsburgh Penguins in the 2012 NHL draft, Derek Pouliot on the Portland Winterhawk defense. -1 last night and was held off the score sheet. As we welcome you inside the Rose Garden. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the WHL on Shaw and WHL Central, brought to you by Sierra Sil. I'm Andy Neal. This game's on in high definition on channel 303, and hello to those of you watching south of the border on Root Sport. Well, home ice advantage has now gone to the underdog Edmonton Oil Kings in their first game 1 on the road since 2011. The Oil Kings surprised the Portland Winterhawks with a 4-1 decision last night, and now Edmonton with a golden opportunity to take a stunning 2-0 series lead back to Rexall Place for Game 3 of this WHL Championship. That will be Tuesday night in Edmonton. Now, one note from last night, Edmonton was outshot for the first time in the 2013 playoffs. Portland peppered Laurent Brossoit with 16 shots in that first period. Couldn't solve them. They couldn't solve them until the third period. In fact, Edmonton outshot Portland 23-20 in those final 2 frames. So we'll see what kind of response the Winterhawks have this evening as they try to draw even with the Edmonton Oil Kings in this WHL final. And for their thoughts on game number 2, let's go to Dan Russell and Bill Wilms, who have the call tonight. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Andy. I don't recall you having the same companions in Medicine Hat 3 rounds ago when you were doing the introductions. Now, it's a little early. It's only 1 game. But from a Portland Winterhawks standpoint, might they be thinking that this elusive WHL title is really going to be hard here?
Well, it is, and I think some guys may feel they're ready to kind of give a little bit in, but they got to have everybody on board. Look, this is what happened last night. Ratty, Leipzig, Patan line. They never got a goal. They were -5. Their top 4 defensemen, arguably the best in the Western Hockey League, were a -7. What really concerned me as much as anything is the way Portland, I thought, got pushed right out of that game. I expect a 60-minute effort tonight from the Winterhawks.
They sure started great. In fact, the majority of the first period was spent in the Edmonton zone, and had it not been for Laurent Brossoit, maybe a different night last night.
Dan, he was the most impressive and most important player on that Edmonton Oil King team last night. I thought that his approach to his job description last night was nothing short of sensational. I mean, his resolve, his focus, his poise. There wasn't one flinch in his game last night. He allowed his team to reset for period number 2 and get on with the job. He looked like the WHL MVP last year, and I agree with what you said during the broadcast last night. For Laurent Brossoit, we just carry on Game 8 from last year's 7-game series.
Picking up where they left off. How about Henrik Samuelsson last night? The 2 goals that Andy mentioned. Now, officially not the game winner, but really the backbreaker.
Well, it was, and he's a big guy, and big players can do big things in big games. He's a big body. You expect him to do some of these things. You know he's going to do a lot of shot blocking. He's got to do that. Strong in the face-off circle. This was one of his goals last night. Nice job there, but this was really the backbreaker. 47 seconds after Portland got within 1, that was a goal that made it 3-1. And for all intents and purposes, it took the life out of this huge crowd, and it took the life out of the Portland Winterhawks.
Now, this time last night, we were spotlighting the consensus #1 overall pick, Seth Jones. But Curtis Lazar is going to be a first-rounder. When the Central Scouting list came out last month, they had him at 20. But it seems, Bill, he's kind of zooming up as we speak.
Yeah, he's elevating his game. There's no question about it. You know, he does so many little things, sometimes that go unnoticed, except for the scouts. You know, he blocks shots well. In fact, Curtis Lazar said today he thought he'd be more sore than he was after last night. Look at the work he does in the corners of centerman. I mean, you can't help your defenseman any more than that. And what a great job of anticipating. He knows where the puck is going to go. And then watch him get inside position on Seth Jones. Number 3 gets a stick free, buries the puck. You know what? Number 27 for Edmonton can really mess up your X's and O's in a hurry in the Western Hockey League.
You know, they say that you're never in trouble in a playoff series till you lose a home game. Let's see, Andy, how that plays out tonight for Portland. Back to you.
Very good, Dan and Bill. They talked about all the good things that the Edmonton Oil Kings did last night. Peter Labardius, what about for Portland tonight to draw this series even?
When I chatted with acting head coach Travis Green today, he wasn't panicked at all. He liked a lot about what he saw in game 1, outside of some puck management issues, too many turnovers, and the fact that they didn't capitalize when they were at their best. To me, the focal point, and his name was just mentioned in the building, goaltender Matt Carruth has not exactly been stellar in his 3 league championship appearances. I said to him, Mac, what have you taken from your first 2 league finals? He said, Peter, I hate to lose. And with the Rosebuds in behind us tonight, Matt Carruth wants to be a thorn in Edmonton's side.
He had a tremendous game 2 last year. It was a 5-1 victory for the Portland Winterhawks. They'll try to make it a 1-1 series tie this evening in game 2 on Shaw.
In the Rose Garden tonight, which means around 11,000 fans expected here for game 2. Before they drop the puck, here is the playing of the national anthems.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Wow. Wasn't that nice? Bill's tried to hit that one note once, and, well, he didn't walk for a week. A 5-year player, but really the equivalent of 6 seasons when you count 72 playoff games. The captain of the Portland Winterhawks is Troy Rutkowski, and he's standing by with Stu.
Troy, do you feel if you duplicate last night's start, it will only be a matter of time before you're rewarded?
Yeah, I thought we came out hard in the first last night, and I think if we can do that for 60 minutes, we should have a good shot at winning.
It is only game 2, but are you guys approaching this as a must-win?
Yeah, I think that's the mentality you got to come into it with. They're a good team, and you don't want to go into their building with down 2-0.
Thanks, Troy. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Dan?
Thanks, Stu. Here's your starting goalies for Jack Lynx. You know, since we've had our Shaw cameras on Laurent Brossoit at the start of the Calgary series, 8 first periods, he's allowed 1 goal in the first period of the last 8 games. 29-10 all-time playoff record. Up the ice is Matt Carruth, game number 71 for Matt tonight. But you know, in the finals, even though he's got 45 playoff wins, he's 4-9 in the championship series. All right, away we go with the referees. John Raphael and Nathan Wheeler have the orange armbands. Ryan Gibbons and Justin Hull are the linesmen for game number 2 here at the Rose Garden. The 2-2, 1-1-1 format. Obviously a huge one for the Portland Winterhawks as they trail in the series 1-0. So the PA announcer gets them going, says let's play hockey, and Portland in white doing just that. Oil Kings in the red uniforms with Dylan Ruck out there on the first shift. He scored the first goal last night. The first trip inside the Portland zone a couple of minutes in after early domination by the Winterhawks. This puck goes down the ice, no icing. Pouliot back to get it for the Winterhawks. Pouliot backhanded up this near side wall. And that was Baker who tips it out to center, but shot right back in again. And Carruth in his trapezoid. He loves to handle the puck, mostly on the forehand, like most goalies. Look for Carruth, if he's having an active game, to be handling that puck a lot. And I know Coach Derek Laxdal telling us before this series how important the shoot-ins are. Pete Chiron said the same in the last series, but Carruth had a big series in that way. As Ratty goes in, and there's Brossoit holding the puck for the first time.
And take a quick look at what happened last night graphically. Certainly some tempers erupted a few times. The shots, 36 for the Portland Winterhawks. We talked about Brossoit, how good he was. The power play, neither team able to capitalize. But look at the chances. Only 4 and only 1. I like that part of the game. I don't think the referees overcalled it. I think both coaches were happy with the way the game was called last night.
Now you're talking about the power plays, and that was a very low power play game. We've seen lots of power plays in other games. There's Samuelson. For Edmonton, he rolls it in. Jones goes back to collect the puck. It's a nice little shift there on Samuelson, and that's all he needed to get out of his own zone. Lead pass for Bjorkstrand out at the blue line. That is Legault gobbling it up. Legault got it out to center to Samuelson. Samuelson tries to get to the Lazar, and his shot is tipped out of play by Seth Jones.
And Travis Green's team has had great starts this year. 73 games out of this season's total so far of 88. His Winterhawks have scored in the first period. Last night, they did not. And that really has not happened very often. He's looking for his team to have a terrific rebound tonight.
Travis Green, aside from being a good coach, pretty good at the sport of poker. He's won a few dollars over the years, including the World Series. Here's Mayo at the line, putting the puck down towards St. Croix. It's building much quieter in the first period than it was this time last night. This time last night, the Winterhawks were buzzing all around the Edmonton goal, and we were just a couple minutes into the game. Puck forced out, and the Winterhawks Pouliot puts it in. St. Croix puts it behind the net. There's Keegan Lowe handling the puck, or trying to anyways. He worked it up the near side wall. Foster gets the puck to Calda, in over the line for Edmonton. His shot goes off Rutkowski, bounces to the corner. Winterhawks get it to the line, but no further. Dump behind the net. There's Carruth once more. This time on his forehand, makes that pass right to Pouliot. Pouliot gets it on the tape, and there's Patan. Patan to Ratty. He's knocked off stride by David Lucille. Back the other way. Here's Baddock for Edmonton. Brandon Baddock in with Benson, but they're offside.
You know, Coach Laxdal for the Edmonton Oil Kings knows the Portland Winterhawk game is all about pace. It's all about tempo. And I think his team has got to play heavy. They've got to avoid penalties. They've got to be able to slow this team down. I liked even that last play where David Musil stepped right up and caught Ratty immediately as soon as he crossed the blue line. They did it last night. They certainly did it from the second period on, and that's what he's looking for again here tonight.
And again, if he can get Musil out against Ratty, he loves that. There's going to be a slashing penalty early in the game here. 2:19 in, and going to the penalty box is young Brandon Baddock. He gets an offensive zone penalty.
Well, you know, Dan, we said this last night, that the Winterhawks use their speed as much as they can to draw penalties early. That's not a good penalty. That's a slashing penalty that had absolutely no need to take place. And again, exactly what the Winterhawks need is a power play at this point early in this game.
Tough to take a penalty like that. Tough when you're a fourth liner, too.
Exactly.
You're going to come back and want more ice time. That's not going to get you in the coach's favor book in a hurry. Pouliot gets into Rakowski and over the line. Rakowski throws it towards the front of the net. Patan takes it off the corner boards. Nicholas Patan drops it behind the net. That's Leipzig with it, and there's Patan. Patan working off this half wall. 0 for 4 last night as Pouliot gets the puck, gets it back again. Pouliot back over to Patan. Patan getting the puck down to Ratty. A high pass for Leipzig, and that goes off the target. Held in, rolling puck. Rakowski gets it over to Pouliot. A shot and a bit of a floater or off-speed pitch, if you will. Change up. But Brossoit makes the save.
Yeah, the shot from the point definitely hit something in the way. And again, the focus of Brossoit in the net is terrific. As it comes to this side, what does it hit? A little, I mean, look at Brossoit's positioning there. He makes himself large. He has that shoulder up high on the right side, on his stick side. He had felt, he anticipated that's where that puck might end up.
In the circle, the face-off one, Pouliot to the line, a shot that goes off the target. Patan again feeds it to the blue line. Pouliot waiting to either pass or shoot. He goes on this half wall to Patan. Patan moving in. Patan to Ratty, back for Patan. Patan with his head on a swivel. There's Rakowski's shot. And it bounces off the backboards. Ratty can't get his stick on it. Comes back out to Pouliot. Pouliot. Patan. Ratty from back of the goal. Leipzig being worked over in front of the net. There's Witkowski. Cross-ice pass. It comes back out to Pouliot as they whip it around. Patan holds the puck. Patan, wrist shot! And Brossoit makes the save in the Edmonton goal. This power play presented by Papa John's. Go online to papajohns.com tomorrow and enter promo code WHL50 to power save on your next order.
Yeah, Nick Patan from the Can You Believe It department. Last year's playoffs, number 19, 22 games played, never got a point. He was on the third and the fourth line. Then he goes on this year to tie for the WHL scoring championship. You go figure.
And that's the first time Edmonton can get the puck out of their zone on this power play. Still a half minute remaining, just over a half minute for Portland to come up the ice, and Seth Jones is going to lead the way. Jones' pass goes off the skate of Delio. Iwanek getting it first, now to Keegan Lowe. He hammers it around the boards, but Jones is waiting for it. Jones gets the puck as he switch spots on the line and is barely held in by Wotherspoon. He gets it back again. There's Jones. Who's going to shoot the puck here? Wotherspoon to Delio. Kept to the outside. Now into the slot area, and Bjorkstrand hands on it. Seth Jones puts it down to Lear. Lear for Delio. Delio off this half wall. Iwanek checking him. Here's Wotherspoon. Other side. Jones shot on goal, and Brossoit turns it aside. Penalty over. Bannock back on the ice. Oil Kings back at full strength. Portland now 0 for 5 in the series after that power play comes to an end. Brought in by Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand ducks behind Keegan Lowe. Bjorkstrand lined up by Lowe. And they continue to battle for that puck in that corner. Who's going to win this battle? Everybody's there. Lazar's there. Lear is there. This is some good battle going on. And you know they don't, very reluctant to blow the whistle. And there's a hit. Lazar goes down, and then down goes the Winterhawk Bjorkstrand. Can you believe this battle in the corner? And there's going to be a penalty as well. It's going to be on Lazar. So much of a battle. At the end, Lazar came in and cross-checked Bjorkstrand, and Edmonton will be shorthanded again.
Unbelievable. What a battle royale. It starts with Keegan Lowe taking Bjorkstrand behind the net and driving him into the corner. And then this. Wow. Is this ever a battle? You just can't go any harder in a small space than that. Yikes. There's the penalty on the play.
And not that the puck should have been blown down, or the play, because it was still loose. They were battling and battling. It was just exciting, a corner battle as you're probably going to see. Pouliot from the line, holding it. Doesn't shoot it the first time. Goes right out at him. There's Rakowski, and there's Pouliot passing it back and forth to one another. Now Ratty's turn to touch the puck. Ratty off that half wall. Down low it goes. Leipzig's in front. There's the pass, and it doesn't get through because Gurnak got his stick on it. Rakowski now over to Pouliot. Pouliot. Back to Rakowski. His shot. Where'd that go? Nobody seems to know where it was, especially Brossoit. For a moment, he didn't know where the puck was, but Iwanek had it, or Gurnak did, in his equipment. There's Leipzig. He's knocked off stride. Out here to the blue line. Pouliot. Nick Patan. He'll switch with Pouliot now. Patan throws it for Ratty, and over there is Gernat to get his stick on it. Great defensive play by Martin Gernat, who tips it out of play.
You want a stick in a passing lane. You want a last-minute desperation play. You watch 6'5" Martin Gernat. He's number 28. This is really exactly what had to happen at that spot, because it might not have looked like it was that dangerous a spot, but boy, is Bourgeois ever happy that that puck hit Gernat's stick and went up into the netting.
Still a lot of time left on this power play. The Portland power plays don't seem like 2-minute minors. They seem like 3.5 minutes if you're the defending team. They just whip that puck around so much as Samuelson gets the puck and flips it down the ice. So now we have a minute though. Go ahead, Bill.
Dan, even at even strike, not many teams have more zone time than the Portland Winterhawks.
Lear in over the line. Bjorkstrand can't find it. David Musil in the corner. Lear trying to get it. So is Samuelson. He tips it, but he can't get it out. Good job by Portland to hold it in. Now can Lear make something happen? Lear being checked by Musil, and then Samuelson says nothing. Up with the puck, shoot it down the ice. So Carruth will leave it for Jones. And as you can see, just over a half minute remaining on the man advantage. Still no score. First period of game number 2. Puck shot around the boards by Edmonton. Jones holding it in now to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand gets it to Lear. Delio trying to get it. Legault checking him. So too is Gernat. But there's Delio. His shot, and that hits Sautner. And that deflects off the target. Number 5 for Edmonton. Good defensive play. Seth Jones holding it in. Jones gets it down low. Wotherspoon takes it on his backhand. Now he gets it for Delio. Delio shot through the screen, and the puck there, but it comes back out now to Jones. Jones holding the puck. Penalty nearly over. Wotherspoon shot, misses everything, and down the ice it goes in a race for the puck. Lazar and Jones, and they battle in that corner. The two future first rounders having a little battle in the far side of the rink, and now Jones comes up with the puck, and he hands it right to Legault. Legault throws it in front, comes back out here to Keegan Lowe. Lowe shot hits Jones and bounces to the far side. Legault with one hand tries to tip it out to the point. Musil can't hold it in, and back the other way comes Iverson, but off his stick, and Lazar, who's been out there for a while, back in his own zone, gets it to Musil. Musil gives it away at the blue line, but Lowe gets it back for Edmonton, and the Oil Kings are successful in getting into the neutral zone. 7.5 minutes gone here in the first period. Early shot clock says 6-1 in favor of Portland, but they have had 2 power plays. Pouliot. Now to Iverson. He shoots it in. It goes off the backboards, and Calda collects it, plays it to Michael St. Croix. David Musil's pass up for TJ Foster, missed him. Following it up is Calda. Calda shoots it in, but Rutkowski has it. Rutkowski to Pouliot, back to Rutkowski. Colorado Avalanche draft pick. Colorado in the building to look at Jones, but they'll have a peek at Rutkowski, I'm sure, as well.
You know, talk about playing heavy. Curtis Lazar, watch him come out of the box. Watch the collision right here with Seth Jones. I mean, look at that balance to stay on his feet and keep active. You know, of all the players in the NHL draft, I think Curtis Lazar is going to have to change his game least amount to play in the National Hockey League. He's got to play exactly the way he is, maybe add about 15 pounds, 10 pounds to that 198 frame, and he is something special.
Curtis Lazar, born in Vernon, British Columbia. There's a hit and another penalty coming up, and I think Edmonton's going to be shorthanded again, as it was Kopech, I believe, who was flattened right in front of Stu Walters. I hope Stu's okay down there. And Kopech a little bit slow to get up.
Is it Kopech? Is it Iwanek? Yeah, it is.
It's Iwanek getting the penalty.
Yeah, wow. Travis Iwanek, another one of those guys that, boy, when he gets anywhere near the boards, he's going to finish his check. He's going to be a hard guy to play against. We've talked about him many times. That's number 21. There's the hit. Goes shoulder to shoulder.
But no puck in sight. I mean, it's over the left. It's got the interference at the very least.
Another look at it. You like the penalty? You like that kind of play from Travis Iwanek, Dan?
Well, I think a lot of people would like that kind of play. I mean, again, you're hard on the puck. You're hard on the opposing player. Kopech taken to the dressing room area as you see Travis Green. He's got to be thinking, man, we better score one of these early power plays. They're not going to come in bushels like this through the whole night.
You know, Travis Iwanek was taken 1 pick before Michael St. Croix. by the Edmonton Oilers.
Rutkowski, now to Pouliot. His shot, another off-speed pitch off the shoulder and out of play.
Yeah, it's been a lot of defense. You talk about wearing guys out, you got to be a little bit careful. The third Portland power play, and you know, you want to block shots. You want to do everything that Edmonton's done to this point to keep this team off the scoreboard. But, you know, you can only do it so long. They've scored at least a power play goal. Portland has in 13 of 16 playoff games. They were 0 for 4 last night.
They call that 2 minutes for charging on Awanek. It looked more like interference, but nonetheless, it's a 2-minute penalty for sure. And off the boards, Musil gets it and shoots it down the ice. And back to collect the puck is Derek Pouliot, who was the 2009 first overall WHL Bantam draft pick, number 51, with the puck right there. And as that puck goes out to the neutral zone, he's being watched by Legault, and Rutkowski collects it for the Winterhawks. Now Patan in over the line. Nick Patan gets around one man, tries to throw it in front. He does, he scores! Ty Ratty at the side of the net, waited and waited and waited and hoped that that puck would come loose. It did, and Ratty scores his first goal of these finals.
And you almost look like there's a sense of relief on Ty Ratty. This is Patan sliding by a check. And again, you see when the three players on one line, you watch it. There's Patan. You're going to see Leipzig 28 join the play. And I'll tell you something, guys. When those three guys, 1, 2, 3 in scoring in the Western Hockey League, when they get around the net as close as they were there, you can bet your bottom dollar somebody's going to get their stick on that puck. That's exactly what happened.
The 16th goal of these playoffs by Ty Ratty, and that moves him to within 1 of Mark Peterson for the most in WHL playoff career history. Career playoff goal number 46. Rutkowski the second assist, Patan the first assist at 9:09. And for only the 4th time in 18 playoff games, Edmonton surrenders the first goal tonight. Gernat brings it in over the line. So far, Edmonton has just 1 shot on goal in the first 10 minutes. Here's a chance, though, and a shot wide by Cullen. In fact, missed everything. Comes back out to Foster. Foster tries to throw it in the slot area. Delio and Hulda collide. That goes to Dylan Ruck now. He tries to get some room. Ruck gets it back out to Keegan Lowe. Low shot through traffic. That went off the target. Pinching is David Musil. And behind the net for Portland, Wotherspoon gets to Baker. And out to center it goes. Lear trying to get around Lowe. Oh, Lowe got him good. He got his shoulder into him and looked like Lear went down, but Lear pops up very nice. That was a solid check. Good clean check by Keegan Lowe. Pouliot. Now to Rutkowski. And Bjorkstrand is hit now by Keegan Lowe. He's having a very active shift physically. Oh, there's a potential giveaway, and Brossois pokes it as it looked like Bjorkstrand was going to take that puck. A rare miscue by Brossois, but he recovered. Here's St. Croix in over the line. With Foster, he gets it back against St. Croix, now feeds Cody Corbett, and his shot goes off the target. Patan clears it out to center ice. Mayo out here to Corbett. Corbett shoots it in for Edmonton. Patan now to Pouliot. Pouliot for Rutkowski. Rutkowski gains the Edmonton blue line. There's Leipzig now. Leipzig gets himself some room. There's a nice move, and he throws it in front, but the Oil Kings are waiting for it as Corbett breaks it up. Samuelson starts back the other way. Puck rolled in by Edmonton. Wotherspoon and Samuelson in the corner. Legault goes in to try to help out. Comes out here to Sautner. Sautner moves in for a shot. It bounces off a couple of sticks and skates. Ended up for a moment in front of the Portland goal, but here comes Ty Ratty. Ratty's pass. What a pass! Shot by Wotherspoon is blocked. Ratty just whipped that over right on the tape. But a good block, and now Samuelson has something going with Wotherspoon as they get into a bit of a stick exchange out near the blue line. Legault has the puck. It's brought in over the blue line. Legault with Samuelson, broke it up, and Ty Ratty almost sent Leipzig away, and now Leipzig tries to find Ratty, and Samuelson takes him down. Wow, lots going on out here. Ratty's got the puck. Out towards the blue line, but not held in by Hansen. Josh Hansen gets it up. Here's Bittner, his shot off the target. Iverson goes in to try to collect the puck. Keegan Iverson, number 13. There's the centering pass to Bittner, and that's knocked away. Peters in there, number 25 for Portland. Iverson spins off that half wall. Iwanek trying to check him. Look at that move by Iverson. Iwanek staying with him. Back to the blue line it goes. Pouliot. Iverson behind the net. Here's Peters with it. Peters throws it in front. Bittner can't get his stick on it. Comes out to Pouliot. He can't on his backhand make anything happen. It comes out to the neutral zone, and Pouliot on the back check. Good job for Portland. And the fans respond. They have some zone time to get some chances. And this isn't even their top line out there.
What a bunch of one-on-one battles, man. All over the ice. Really impressive.
6:40 to go in the first period. The shots are 7-1 for Portland. Musil gets it down to TJ Foster as he spins in the corner. Pouliot's been out there a long time. Puck comes out towards the blue line. Quick shot by Calden goes off the target. Dylan Ruck and Pouliot battling for it. Musil can't hold it in. Musil sends it back in. Pouliot says, man, I can't get off here. There's Hansen with the puck. Hansen gets it up to Baker. Baker at the red line. He'll send it in. And finally, that allows Portland to make the change they wanted to. Musil takes his man down. Puck behind the net. Back there is Champlain, number 11. He can't get it in front. Calda has it now. Edgar's Calda out to center. Wotherspoon shoots it right back in again. And Brossoit will put that puck onto the stick of Musil. Portland again making a line change. And the fans respond as Calda brings it in. But that play is offside. So we'll step aside with 5:46 to go. It's the first period of Game 2 from Portland. The WHL final is on Shaw.
Watch him as we ISO on him. He says, you know, I've got to go down the right side on this particular play. And when he goes to the net there, he knows that his backhand is going to be what's needed. He knew when he got into the paint area there that he had to have the backhand. That pass came to him from Nick Patan. He made no mistake about it. That's a goal scorer knowing exactly, anticipating what the play is going to be coming to him.
32 points now in these playoffs for Ty Ratty. We mentioned he's now within one of Mark Peterson for #1 goals all time. He's now within 9 of Greg Puggood for points. Here's Ratty going in. Ratty in front of the net. Oh, and what a save by the Oil Kings, either Sautner or Brossoit, as they were both diving in front of that puck. And St. Croix goes back to get it to Sautner. Lead pass up towards Calda, but Jones breaking it up there. Foster can't get it. Here comes Portland's Patan back in over the line. Knocked off his stick. Over to Leipzig, far side. Ratty to Wotherspoon in the skates. And that high pass knocked down by Ratty, but Foster there to check it off his stick, and Calda's got it once more. Calda shoots it off a man, and in transition, here's Leipzig moving in for Portland. Leipzig holds, shoots, and that hits Musil's stick and deflects out of play. Good defensive play.
Terrific job on the back pass by Ratty. We talked about him coming in on that right side. Now he's over on the left, spins, turns, gets it to Patan. And you know, you saw a little bit after that. They attack the net, and then they get a guy like Leipzig cutting to the front of the net, cutting into the high slot area. That line is all about attack, attack, and attack some more, where their eyes light up huge when they cross the blue line in possession of the puck. And by the way, so does the crowd. They really get into it.
Legault got it out to center, but no further. Bjorkstrand comes back for Portland. Lowe checks it off his stick and out of play. And then after the whistle, we get the pushing and shoving in the corner. As you see right now, they just came together. I don't know if that's going to draw a penalty or not. I think just more of a warning than anything else. Fans are booing, but they're not booing because of a penalty.
Ty Ratty, what can you say about him? I said last night, without a doubt, greatest player to ever pull on a Portland Winterhawks jersey. There he is with his 46 goals. Playoff goal scorers, my goodness, I've got him for a total 438 points, a plus 142 in his career.
And he's right back on the ice. He went off for one shift and came right back out as they get that matchup. Stu, what do you have down there?
Yeah, Travis Green continuing to be vocal, guys, on the Winterhawks bench here, saying continue to be disciplined, guys. Stay away from any retaliatory stuff. They're winning that discipline war, at least in this first period of play.
And I'm sure he said that after those two players came together on the backboard. They don't want to take an offensive zone penalty and spoil their momentum. I like what he said to you too, Stu, about getting more bodies in front of the net. They haven't had as many pucks to the net as they did this time last night, but they've got one in the net, and that's the big thing right now. 9-1 the shot still as Edmonton is on their heels in this first period. Again, Lowe's got the puck. Now to Samuelson. Here's Lazar. Lazar to Legault trying to get around the defense, and Rutkowski comes in to make a good play off Legault. Lazar picks up the puck. Tries to get it to Samuelson as it squirts free. Samuelson and Bjorkstrand battling for it. Samuelson will knock it out to center. Lazar wanted to make a line change. Delio can't get it past Keegan Lowe. Not the first time. He does the second time, and Musil goes back to collect the puck. Musil gets it to Owanek. Owanek knocked a little bit off stride, and that allows Seth Jones to get it. As he feeds it back in over the line, no further. Owanek comes back once more for Edmonton, trying to go around Wotherspoon. Owanek on the backhand puts that easy one onto Caruth, and that's the second shot on goal for Edmonton. The WHL on shot is proud to recognize Travelodge as an official partner of the WHL. Travelodge, nice rooms, great people.
Matt Caruth said that once he got sent back to Portland from the American Hockey League, he started thinking about this Western Hockey League final immediately. He's playing this, as we've said many times, his third WHL final in a row. Didn't like his game last night. I'm sure he would have liked to be a little bit better. His save percentage was .862. But he hasn't had a lot of work done. He's faced 2 shots in this first period.
And that's challenging, too, for a goalie.
Yeah.
Stay in there, stay sharp. Jones knocks Foster off stride. Jones tries to one-hand it to the line with his long reach, and Caruth makes a save on a high shot. And he holds on.
Dan, he wasn't happy last night. You know, you heard him tell Peter Labardius, look at that face. He says, you know what, I hate to lose. Well, there was traffic around the crease. And this is what happens when you get in his paint. He's going to give you a little jab. Going to give you a little hack, more traffic around there, a little elbow coming back. And one more little jab there. Goes to the bench, a little kiss for the Oil King bench saying, hey, happy you guys are here. And then a little wave saying, hey, nice to see you go back home too. But, you know, he hasn't had a lot of traffic. And you know what, Dan, I don't know about you, but I like a guy that plays feisty like that. I'm not convinced. I'm not positive it's taking him off his game.
There's Samuelson from the blue line. Now Seth Jones intercepts, and what a shovel pass that was out to the neutral zone onto the tape of Lear. Around the boards it goes. On the far side, Samuelson tries to dig it free. There's Bjorkstrand trying to come out of that corner. Lazar stays with him as the 227s battle. And who's going to win it? Sontner comes in, but he gave it away. Delio took it off his stick. Lazar gets it again in tight quarters, gave it away. Lear shot off the target. That's a sneaky little shot. Almost found Brissois off balance. Oil Kings again pinned up in their own zone with Sontner and Samuelson. Samuelson stick handles nicely there, and he gets that puck out to Legault. Legault 3 assists last night in game number 1. That's him with the puck, and now it passed to Sontner, and a shot hits Wotherspoon's stick. It goes up high. Sontner way down there deep, as he likes to do. Now we got an arm in the air out at center. Who's getting a penalty? Referee has the arm up, and we'll sort it out after we hear, well, maybe not a penalty. Well, we'll see. Stu, what do you have?
Well, just touching on your guys' point about Matt Caruth, talked to Travis Green before the game. He says, yes, we all know he's an emotional player, but he needs to play close to that edge, but not go over that edge. Travis Green thought he was close to going over that edge last night and getting a little bit distracted, so it continues to be a fine line. In the first period there, he was yapping with the Edmonton Oil Kings bench and blowing them kisses and stuff. So there is that fine line of being involved in the game, but also losing your focus a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on that.
So we lost a little of our own there. We saw the referee's arm in the air and wondering if there was a penalty, but he was just trying to make sure that the proper players stayed on the ice for the ensuing face-off. So Teams remain at full strength here in game number 1. We're in the final 2 minutes of the first period. 9-3 the shots. The Ratty goal at 9:09 is the only scoring play so far. Spinning on that far side is Foster, and there is an arm in the air. And this time, they're not going to wonder who's going to be out for the faceoff. Portland will be shorthanded on the trip.
Nick Matan, this Edmonton power play 0 for 4 last night. They're 0 for 24 in a stretch. The last power play goal that the Edmonton Oil Kings scored, folks, was in game 4 against Calgary when TJ Foster made it 2-0, 2:10 into that game.
All right, so we get Edmonton on their first power play. Can they, against the run of play, get this thing even before the end of the period? Big chance here for Edmonton, who hasn't had much time down here. Dylan Ruck out of Gurnett. Gurnett moves in for a shot through traffic. Ouch, that hit Wotherspoon. That didn't seem to hurt. Well, it does. He's limping as he goes back up the ice. He's hunched over right now, Wotherspoon is. It looked like it would hurt. I was surprised at first that it didn't, but obviously Wotherspoon's a tough customer. He stays out there. And here's Gurnett. Gurnett throwing it in the slot, and Jones gets his stick on it, tips it out of play.
Stefan Legault last night had the 3 assists. Last year in the Western Hockey League final against the Portland Winterhawks, he had 2 goals and 1 assist, 3 points, but they were all here in the Rose Garden. So you add last night's 3 assists to that mix, folks. He's 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points in his last 4 games, all in this hostile environment. You love guys that play hard on the road. Terrific leadership, I think, from a tough hit.
1:10 to go in this first period. And the Oil Kings are scheduled to be on the power play till the end of the period, and then a little bit more as that puck goes down the ice. Gurnett goes back to collect the puck. Edmonton Oilers draft pick playing for the Oil Kings, and there's lots of those as Samuelson brings it in over the line. Samuelson back to Gurnett, gave it away, and here's Ratty trying to get loose. Ratty gets a step. Ratty going in a goal. He puts it over top the net as Brossoit got his stick on it. As Ratty just kept gaining speed against Gurnett, and Brossoit got his stick out to make sure Ratty didn't get the shorthanded goal. Now St. Croix upset. He thought he was tripped as he came in over the blue line. The play was allowed to continue. St. Croix gets it back again, and here's another break. It's Leipzig going in, right in, and then it's going to be a penalty on Corbett. As he put it wide, is there going to be a penalty shot? I don't think so. It's a hooking penalty. And Leipzig, after Ratty had gone in previously, gives Portland 2 great shorthanded chances.
Ty Ratty says that none of the teams have been able to handle the speed of this Portland Hockey Club. Well, watch Ratty. He's just going to lose Gurnett. Chance number 1. How about Leipzig again with that terrific speed? Unbelievable how hard these guys can move into the offensive zone, and Brossoit with a great save stayed with it all the way. The penalty drawn on that, but wow, these guys are here for a reason tonight. They definitely want to push back. It's a good Portland period.
Leipzig had 2 shorthand goals in the regular season. So we'll go 4-on-4 till the end of the period, which is about 4 seconds away. And Portland is going to take a lead into the dressing room. Unlike last night, where they found themselves in the rare position of giving up a first period goal and trailing after 1, it's the Winterhawks on the Ty Ratty goal at 9:09, and they lead it after outshooting Edmonton 11-3. Let's go to Andy Neal.
For tonight, Ty Ratty. We'll talk with Stu Walters on the other side of the break. Also inside the WHL with Peter Labardius, and tonight's prospect profile, Nick Matan on the Portland Winterhawks. Ty Ratty, 16th of the postseason, the only one so far, his 46th career, putting him 1 off the WHL playoff record. It's 1-0 Winterhawks through 1 on the WHL on Shaw.
Northwest. Some of the crowd here in Portland as the Winterhawks lead 1-0. And that guy got a little bit too much sun today. And there's a lot of it here. It's very warm. Now, as for the Winterhawks, it's probably as good as we could see them play. They won every battle that you could probably hope for.
Well, they were a better disciplined team, Dan. They had a better power play, and they were great on the penalty kill. How about these penalties? Brendan Baddock for slashing. Curtis Lazar, that's a cross-check. Travis Iwanek, that is a charge as well. At 8:25 in that period, all 3 penalties. Portland goes on the power play. All these Edmonton penalty killers on the left side of your screen. Now they move to the right. Look at that little move that Patan makes. That move is taught by a lot of skating coaches now. And now all the penalty killers on that side. Patan gets a little bit of a good bounce here. Puck up in the air. When it lands in the crease, you got a lot of guys fishing for it. One more look at this move right here. This is the move I'm talking about. You open yourself up to make the play, then you push off that foot, and it gives you that extra speed. Now you got this battle in front for pucks, and Ty Ratty's the one going to beat you on that. So that's the power play, take advantage of the discipline. How about the penalty kill? They jump on pucks. Ty Ratty, shorthanded chance. How about Brendan Leipzig killing a penalty again? You make a wrong move, they're going to jump all over you. This is what makes them the #1 power play team in the league and the #1 penalty killing team in the playoffs to this point. Edmonton lucky to this point to only be trailing by 1.
Ty Ratty getting the goal, his 16th of these playoffs at 9:09. Well, just like last night when we said, you know, it's foreign territory for Portland to be trailing after 1. Same deal for Edmonton. They have only trailed 1 time in these entire playoffs after the first period. They're 0-1 when they do it. Portland's 9-1 when they take a lead into the second period. And there's the penalized player, well, one of them in the box. It's offsetting Minor still. Not quite offsetting, but 4-on-4, I should say, for the next 15 seconds. And then it'll be Portland going back to the power play as that puck is rolled in by Edmonton. Iwanek trying to get a stick on it. There's Rutkowski with it. Rutkowski's trying to go up that far boards, but that was sealed off there by Foster. And back goes Pouliot. Kind of waiting for his team to get onto the power play here. And in over the line is Ratty. Ratty takes a shot. He just missed the far corner. They are on the power play now, and it's the 4th man advantage for Portland in this hockey game. Rutkowski now with a wrist shot. And in front of the net was Leipzig trying to get a stick on it. Bourgeois makes the save as Edmonton shoots at the length of the ice. Back to Ruth handling it. Edmonton making a change as Pouliot brings the puck to Ratty in over the blue line. Ratty dishes it right back to Pouliot. Pouliot for Ratty. Behind the net, it's Edmonton looking like they are going to be able to clear it, and they do just that as Lazar sends it the length of the ice. Portland's still on the man advantage here for another 38 seconds. There's a shot around the boards. Pouliot can't hold it in. Gives us a chance to tell you this power play is presented by Papa John's. Go online to papajohns.com tomorrow and enter that promo code WHL50 to power save from Papa John's. Here's Pouliot in over the line. Pouliot in front of the net for Rutkowski. He's trying to reach for it, couldn't get it. Foster did, and he got it out to center ice. Nothing doing on this power play so far, and maybe if they go the other direction, they'll have a chance for one more opportunity, but not with that pass. It doesn't appear as Burnett tips it out of play, and the penalty has now just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, the coach of the Kamloops Blazers, Guy Charon, really paid this Portland team a terrific compliment. He said their top 4 Portland defense are as good as any he's seen ever in junior hockey. He says all 4 will play in the National Hockey League one day, and you know, I agree. They were combined -7 last night. Not a good game for them, but you know, by the time this series is over, that group of top 4 and that defensive structure for the Winterhawks will make their presence known.
Wotherspoon took the biggest beating on the plus-minus chart, 26. He was a -3 last night. That's him with the puck right there. It's tipped into Edmonton territory. Lazar backhands it out to center. Jones will shoot it right back in again, and Corbett will be first to get there. Corbett playing on the far side, but Bjorkstrand cuts it off. Here's Seth Jones. Passing over here to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon takes a shot well wide. Hustling over on the far side is Legault, and he got it out. He's trying to get around Seth Jones now. Jones stays with him, and now he gets the puck. Lazar goes in on Jones, and they collide back to the net, both going to the ice. Here is Bjorkstrand over the line, and Bourgeois blockers that one out of play.
You know, Laurent Brossoit said he's not trying to outdo Mac Carruth at all. You know, sometimes goalies go into games saying, I want to beat the other goaltender. It becomes their focal point. He said, obviously, it's a team game, and he says that beating the other goaltender on the other end, 200 feet away, is absolutely not his focus at all. And again, coming off a game last night, we talked a lot about it. No, if we told you his save percentage at 35 out of 36, Dan. That's .972. That's a pretty good start to a playoff.
These two goalies have combined for 9 shutouts in these playoffs. 4 for Carruth, 5 for Brossoit. Carruth, as we mentioned earlier, has 18 shutouts in his career if you combine regular season and playoffs.
A good puck handling goaltender, and you really notice that gives your defense a second or two extra to get back into play if you got a goalie that can handle that puck well. 2.5
minutes into this period. Here's Pouliot on the blue line. Pouliot gets it in front, or Iverson trying to get it in front, intercepted by Foster. Edmonton with just 3 shots on goal in the first period. Nothing so far in the second period. Foster gets the puck, and there's still so much in this hockey game, only down by 1. Peters in over the line. Pass in front goes off the skates of Preston Kopech, who was shaken up in that first period on that Iwanek hit. Iwanek got a penalty, and that was the penalty that Portland scored on. Calda out to center, makes his way inside the line. Michael St. Croix trying to peel off a check, but Leipzig collects the puck for the Winterhawks, and Leipzig brings it in over the blue line. Leipzig still has it. Pass in front for Patan, and Ratty there as well. Ratty getting the puck down in this corner as he tries to go around Mayo. Mayo stays with the top scorer in the league. Took the puck right off him. Got it out to center for Edmonton. Mayo again. That might be the matchup that Portland wants, but Mayo is pretty solid for his age.
Yeah, he is. He's very, very impressive. And you see Edgar's Calda there. What a season he had at 17 points. What a playoff. 12 assists. He's got more assists in the playoffs than he had in the season. And watch number 23 on the back check. He's hanging around and hanging around. All of a sudden he says, you know what? I got to get back right there and lift the stick and really deflects that puck out of play into the corner. Nice job, the 5'11", 180-pounder from Latvia.
Trying to get around the defense. Here's Leipzig going in. Leipzig throws it hard in front, but on the back check, Gernat got it, and Ruck has it. And Dylan Ruck starts out for Edmonton. Ruck's pass goes off Iwanek inside the Portland line, and there's Carruth banking off the boards, but it's read nicely by Edmonton, and Gernat might make them pay. Here's Ruck shooting it just wide of the net. Dylan Ruck with a good opportunity, one of the best Edmonton's had in the game, and he put it wide. Patan in over the line, cuts to the middle, takes a shot, tips off the stick to the corner. Leipzig out to the blue line. Patan out here as well as they continue to battle for the puck. Body down, puck below, and that'll blow play down.
Yeah, I agree with you. Dylan Ruck really not, you know, Edmonton's not been able to get that puck into the real dangerous areas. And Ruck, even though he shoots wide, but he's one of the few times that he's got that puck. Edmonton's going to get that puck into the scoring area, at least into the high slot area. And Ruck, you know, with that tremendous ability that he has to see the ice and, you know, create some plays with it, does a pretty good job of getting to the spot that Edmonton's been unable to get to. Still, only 3 Edmonton shots on goal.
Going in for the face-off right now against Samuelson, offensive zone face-off. Ruck had missed the net there, so Portland still without, or Edmonton still without a second period shot. There's Keegan Lowe. They were outshot for the first time last night in these playoffs, and they're on their way to being outshot again. That was Bjorkstrand with that chance. Goes back out here to Seth Jones. Long shot that's knocked down, and Legault goes back on Seth Jones. Seth lining him up, stays with him, and decides not to hit him, but take the puck away from him. And Jones gets it out to center. Samuelson being bothered by Lear. Out here now for DeLeo. It's shot just inside the line, but Lear gobbles it up for Portland in tight quarters. Lear goes to the corner now, gets it back again. Lear being checked by Lowe. Musil in the corner now for Edmonton, chopping at it. Trying to get it to Legault. Legault to Lowe, and they get a little bit of room, but it does hit a Portland stick as they clear it out to the neutral zone. 5.5 gone here in the second. There's a turnover. Samuelson, though. What's going on here? Arms are in the air. penalty coming up. Samuelson hit after the offside, but did something happen before that as well?
I don't know, but there's something definitely happened here. Yeah, DeChamplain. Certainly Samuelson cutting right across the line, and DeChamplain with the hit. So often happens is that when you make this hit in this situation here, watch the knee contact. Yeah, I mean, well, can't be any more specific than that.
Is it going to be a 2-minute penalty, or is it going to be more with the player down on the ice? Samuelson, remember, this is a player who scored 2 goals last night. He's the second leading goal getter in the entire playoffs. He and Cale Kessie of Kamloops both have 11 behind Ratty, who now has 16. And there's DeChamplain in the penalty box. Adam DeChamplain, a first-year boy from Sherwood Park. Let's have a look again at this knee-on-knee.
It's a classic, folks. I mean, you feel sorry for Samuelson, but
out.
Yeah, you could tell by the time Samuelson hit the ice, he knew he was in some serious trouble.
Now remember, Edmonton is still without Reinhart for the rest of these playoffs. Foot surgery. They're without Cheek. And there's another key guy hobbling to the dressing room. And Derek Laxdal must be thinking, man, how many blue chip players can go? I mean, there's so many blue chip players on the Oil Kings, but how many frontline guys can go down? That's a big part of this series if he doesn't come back.
But take a look one more time from this angle, folks. You're going to see the knee, obviously.
The thing is, the whistle had already blown, I think, on an offside.
It might have been the offside, absolutely.
But still, DeChamplain going in there, and the referee having a chat with Keegan Lowe, who wears the captaincy now for the Oil Kings in the absence of their on-ice captain, Griffin Reinhart. They put 2 minutes up on the board.
Wow.
Did you think it should be more?
I defer on that. I don't know how they call those. I mean, is that an intentional knee-on-knee? Doesn't appear that that's ever the criteria. Is a player injured? That's obviously often the criteria. DeChamplain right now hoping like heck that it's not review. I mean, it's probably a play that's certainly reviewable.
I think I see Samuelson in the tunnel. So that's good news for Edmonton fans. Samuelson's come back to the bench area. Samuelson is on the ice right now. So, or not on the ice, he's on the bench.
Adam DeChamplain, 2 minutes for knee. That's DeChamplain, 2 for the knee at 5:26 of the second.
2 for the knee. So Edmonton on the power play, second man advantage. Edmonton power play really struggling right now in an 0 for 22 state. And now in over the blue line, shorthanded is Lear. Remember, they had 2 great chances shorthanded the last time Edmonton had a power play. Ratty and Leipzig having either breakaways or partial breakaways. Foster brings it in over the line, dishes it off. Here's Legault, he fell. Now he dishes it to St. Croix, and that's a Carew save with the glove.
Not a great chance, but anytime Michael St. Croix is on the ice, especially in a power play situation, he's somebody that's going to make something happen. He knows his team only got 4 shots in this particular period. He still got
4 in this game.
Or in this game, rather.
That's the first shot of this period.
Yeah, at first of the period.
And it came at 6:15, so they got to get more. You're right, Bill. I mean, St. Croix, I think, knows that as a captain. Let's see what happens here. Or as one of the leaders, I should say. St. Croix getting the puck down low, and there's Caruth making a save, and they bang at the puck, and Caruth got it again as they get some traffic, really for the first time in the game in front of Caruth.
Yeah, and Caruth maintains his position really well. He knows it coming in off that wall, almost off the goal line. There's not going to be a lane there. He's got defensemen around him and just holds his positions, makes sure that that puck is never going to get jammed in low on him. There's a lane. There's the opportunity coming in off that wing, and Caruth has nothing to do with it. You see a lot of Portland Winterhawks there to help out.
And a good sight for Edmonton fans. Samuelson back on the ice, taking the face-off on this same power play that the knee-on-knee happened on himself.
That's amazing.
Dylan Ruck shot over top the net. That was deflected by St. Croix. Just went right through the goal crease area, and he just about put that one in for the tying goal. TJ Foster gives up the puck, and it's shot down the ice. Wow, that was a glorious chance for Edmonton. St. Croix. And now with about a half a minute remaining in the power play, here's St. Croix. Now to Dylan Ruck. Ruck gaining the blue line, dishes it back for Samuelson. Samuelson holds it, passes it back. Dylan Ruck back for Samuelson. Nice little spin there. The fans booing because they know he has the knee on knee. And Samuelson continuing to hear it from the Portland fans. He can pick that up. There's the pass in front of the net. And it's held in by Samuelson. Down low to St. Croix. He just missed the corner. St. Croix was going top shelf and he just missed. Here comes Patan in over the line. Nick Patan cuts to the middle, passes, and Rutkowski fans on his shot. What a pass. Here's Pouliot shooting it. And that's knocked down, and Ratty trying to gobble up the rebound. Could not. Rutkowski throws it at the net. Ratty can't reach it. Pouliot to Ratty. Ratty holding, waiting, shooting it way up high. Comes off the backboards and through the goalmouth area. That was a chance there by Champlain. And now more pressure by Portland as two Oil Kings collided outside the line. And we've got an arm in the air and a slash being called. And Edmonton is going to be shorthanded. And guess who's getting the penalty? Oh, the fans are going to enjoy this. Samuelson's coming to the penalty box.
Dan, this is the closest that Edmonton's come to scoring, and it's Michael St. Croix with a great deflection right in front of the net. Opportunity. Look at the penalty in just a second. Here comes a deflection there, just over top of the net. I love what Michael St. Croix does. Chases it down, head up, protects the puck, and then gets it back to the point. As the play comes up the ice, there's a Portland chance, and right after that, number 10, Samuelson with a penalty.
And as they announce that, you know the fans will probably respond as the puck comes back out here to Pouliot. Pouliot now from the blue line. There's Jones, his shot. Kick saved by Brossois. That looked like it was going off the target. Now another penalty coming up. It's a hooking penalty. Got to really see who's going to get this one. It feels like it's a Portland penalty in the offensive zone. And there goes their power play as Portland's Taylor Lear goes to the box.
Yeah, chases down Curtis Lazar. That's what happens. He's, after that puck. Obviously, puck pursuit after a chance, so important. Winterhawks so good at that. And that's Lazar protecting that puck. You're going to have to do a better job of getting it away from number 27 in red. Great job protecting it. Forces the hook to be made.
So that was only a 13-second power play. As you can see on your screen, there'll be 4-on-4 for a minute and 47, barring further penalties. And from the face-off, the puck goes down the ice. Sautner gets the puck. He's tripped or hooked or fell or did something, but he gets back up, and Lazar has the puck. No call. Burnett dishes it off to Legault in over the line. Four white-shirted Winterhawks all around him. Seth Jones working him over a bit, but Legault stays with the puck. Good job by Legault. He got it up to Lazar. Lazar back for Legault, and a shot is saved, and a rebound put wide of the net. Lazar and Legault and Gernat with a good chance there for Edmonton. Seth Jones can't tie up his man. Centering pass goes back out here to Corbett. Corbett moving in for a shot, and that goes wide. Best pressure Edmonton's had maybe in the game on that flurry right there. Let's see the Winterhawks as they come back. Seth Jones has it roll off his stick. Jones and Corbett battling for it. Jones has it. Back out to the line, but it's picked off, and Legault starts back the other way. He's in on Pouliot. Legault trying to get around Pouliot, who stays with him, and he takes him out. But it's St. Croix putting it over top the net as he gobbled up the rebound. And Legault shaken up a little bit as he goes to the Edmonton bench, favoring his facial area. But he's going to be okay as he sits down at the Edmonton players bench. In over the line, Ratty puts it behind the net as we near the halfway mark of the second period of game number 2. It's a biggie for Portland tonight as they trail 1-0. Corbett back into inside his own zone, and just looking up at the score clock here, which is a chore. That's the only thing with the Rose Garden. Good luck trying to find where the penalties are.
Back over our left corner.
They're everywhere, but best to look at our monitor, I think. Here's a chance for Ratty. He shoots it over top the net. Boy, they make something out of nothing. Ratty now tips it behind the goal, and Corbett gets it. The brief power play here. Very brief as Portland's Lear coming back on the ice. So officially denied. Edmonton's 0 for 3. Portland is 1 for 5. Ratty to Patan. Patan putting on the brakes. Head up. Dishes it off. Shot right on. And Brossois makes the save off Wotherspoon, and then Wotherspoon, he hit one of the Edmonton players. He's going to get a penalty when we come back. 1-0 Portland. The Oil Kings coming very close to tying. It's game 2 of the championship series on Shaw.
The Oil Kings head coach Derek Laxdal, and Derek, a little bit more and more feeling coming into this game. Are you preaching discipline with your club here? 5 penalties so far?
We're pretty undisciplined the first period. It's tough to get that energy up on our bench when you're using 8, 9 guys on your bench, so guys don't have a chance to get into the game.
5 shots so far this period. How do you guys push more offense?
Well, we got to move our feet. We're not moving our feet here. You know what? Portland's coming at us pretty hard here. We got to get our feet going.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Derek, Dan?
But this is their best scoring chance, and they were moving their feet on this. This is Legault going in the corner. Watch the puck support by Lazar. He's going to back that play up there. A good cycle on the half wall. And Martin Gurnett, 26 rather, moves in on that play, makes that play, recognizes what's going to happen. And then the penalty right after that. Not happy with it. There's a slash to the back of the leg. Tyler Wotherspoon says, you know what? He went down pretty easy, guy.
And they called that too. They've got them both.
They got them both. There you go.
The penalty as well. 10:29 the time as the referees trying to keep a lid on things here. 4-on-4. Seth Jones puts it on net. Seth Jones gets it right back again. Now Lear cutting to the middle. He'll dish it back to Pouliot. Pouliot doesn't have the room. Samuelson's out on him. So he puts it behind the net. Peters waits for it there. Lear, nice move. Lear shoots. And Brossoit makes the save. Here's Pouliot. He doesn't get the shot away. Pouliot from back of the net. Still has it. Pouliot, nice pass in front. And a backhand shot is blocked by Lowe. Lowe looked like he might have taken a stick as the puck goes to Peters. Peters gets it to Lear. Lear gets it to Jones. And Jones back pass to Pouliot. Did not materialize in that shot. Look at this puck movement. Jones still has the puck. Jones now to Pouliot. High shot. Over top the net. On the mesh. Will they blow it down? Brossoit says, I'm going to put my glove over top of that just to relieve some of the pressure.
Taylor Lear, ever so dangerous around the Edmonton net. Taylor Lear, another one of those guys who would love to end this season by playing in the Memorial Cup in Saskatoon, his hometown. Watch 20, little chip out, and then he's forced into a spot in the front of the net. Brossoit followed that puck all the way, and I love the way Brossoit is going to cover that puck as it goes on the net. He's going to reach in and absolutely freeze it by putting his glove over top of it from inside the net while it's on the outside of the net. Very clever, very focused. And you know what? Through all of this pressure, Laurent Brossoit, for me, looks as calm as player on the ice.
And he's got 39 decisions in the playoff. 29 wins, 10 losses in his career. This atmosphere he is well used to right now, and I think thrives on it. Here comes Foster going wide. Foster for Edmonton still has the puck. Back it comes out to Gurnett. There's Saunter taking the pass. Saunter throws it at the net, and it went off Caruth, and there was a bit of a rebound there. But the Edmonton Oil Kings couldn't get their stick on it. Gurnett takes the pass. He's got room. Passes in front. It redirects. Rebound by Foster. Goes wide. Foster got the first chance on the redirect, and then on his back end didn't get clear wood on it. He had a little bit of that net to tie it up, but he couldn't. Ratty brings it in over the line. Rutkowski and Gurnett battle for it, and Gurnett wins it, gets it back inside the Portland line. Seth Jones knocks it off the wall. Patan back for Jones right in front of his net, and away he goes. Seth Jones in over the line. His pass, he gets it back again ever so briefly. Couldn't get the shot away, obviously. And back the other way comes Calda with speed. Calda's shot. That tips over top the net. How many sticks have gotten away of shots tonight? Great defensive play by both teams in that regard. Here's Mayo now. Mayo. Legault trying to reach for it on this near side. Legault in tight quarters. Legault, good job to throw it to the far corner. Now Rutkowski with it. Calda lining him up as it goes out to center ice. 7-11 left. No, I don't want a Slurpee. 7-11 left in the second period as the puck comes out through the neutral zone. It's 1-0 still for Portland. The 9:09 first period goal by Ratty still standing up here in the Rose Garden. Patan hits the line. After Lear is behind him. There's a pass. Bjorkstrand is robbed. That's a great save. Chucked that one up. Laurent Brossoit stopping Bjorkstrand with the left pad. A fine save by the Oil King goaltender. Owanek gets it back out to the blue line. Here's Cody Corbett. He puts it behind the net. Barrage reaching for it, and he's hit off stride by Hansen. Mraz still on the ice. As the puck comes out here to Corbett, he can't get it. Mraz is back up as the fans respond to that hit. So much going on. And there's a giveaway. DeLeo puts it wide of the net. Wow, DeLeo with a golden chance after a turnover by Edmonton. Lear, he's hit. Bjorkstrand back out to the line. Hansen winding up for a shot. That goes wide of the net. And the net might be off its support. Not sure. Are we getting penalties? What's happening for that play? Well, it's both. We've got the net off its support. You've got the push, the shove. And if I missed anything, please forgive me, because there's lots happening.
Watch TJ Foster. Does a good job of taking that puck inside the offensive zone. The Gurnett play, there's a redirect. Watch how close Foster comes to putting that puck in that top corner. He was on his back end, had to do it. Now Bjorkstrand, number 27, so good at finding open ice. Nice job. Terrific save there by Brossoit. The goaltending has been terrific. And how about DeLeo? The last chance for Portland off this play. Coming up in the corner, DeLeo, number 9, with a chance. And then in the corner, tons of pushing and shoving.
And as we come back to the live action, there's Wotherspoon from the blue line testing Brossoit. And he juggled it, but he held on.
Laurent Brossoit, so confident. You know what Laurent Brossoit said earlier before this series started? He says he can't see anybody beating Edmonton Oil Kings 4 games. He said you might lose 1, but you're not going to lose 4. And he's playing like that, isn't he?
Well, you know, you go back to last year. I mean, Edmonton has the formula. You know, they've won 4 of the last 5 meetings Edmonton has, as Samuelson throws it in. I mean, they won game 5. Sorry, they won game 4. They won game 5. They won game 7. They won next door in the regular season. So, and they won last night. That's 5. I mean, they've done very well. We're told that, by the way, the WHL and Shaw proud to recognize Jack Links as an official partner of the WHL. Jack Links, feed your wild side.
No, I totally agree with you, Dan. This Edmonton team's had a lot of success in the Rose City.
It's a sellout here tonight, 10,947. Call it 11,000 fans. They're enjoying a good one here. We hope you're enjoying wherever you're watching tonight as our WHL Championship Series brought to you by Shaw. And we know we've got many viewers in the United States as well as Samuelson brings it in over the line. We're here for the whole series, although back into Edmonton on Tuesday and Wednesday as it switches venues. These two teams will charter tomorrow morning on the same flight up to northern Alberta. They're used to that from last year. The puck is shot in. And on that mesh again, this time Brossoit pokes it off, and he gives it to Keegan Lowe. Under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Samuelson can't reach that pass. In transition, here come the Hawks. In over the blue line, Patan has it knocked off his stick. TJ Foster with Calda. Pass over the far side. Shot on goal, rebound. Caruth has it and holds on to it. He doesn't like Keegan Lowe right in his kitchen. Lowe and Caruth having words. And look at Caruth. He says, you stay out of here, Keegan. This is my area, not yours. Or something like that.
Both teams, this last sequence, really terrific on that transition. It was Portland first going one way, and then the other side, Edmonton picks that puck up and goes on the transition that way. And you see Calda right in the face of Caruth. You see the response that we were talking about. Is he getting him? Can you get this guy off his game or not? He protects that crease with vengeance, does Caruth.
We'll come back to the helmet on helmet there. Caruth and Lowe, nose to nose. Keegan Lowe knew he was going in there to give him some business.
A defenseman, absolutely.
Well, it's a veteran move when you think about it, against a veteran, to see if it'll work, as Edmonton's still without a goal tonight. Here's DeLeo now, in over the line for Lear. Lear throwing it back behind the net. It comes off the backboards to Brossoit. He puts his glove over top of it and holds on. Let's go to Stu Walters.
Yeah, guys, we talked earlier about how emotional Matt Caruth can be in the Winterhawks goal there, and but at the pregame here, Travis Iwanuk was talking to him just 2 minutes into the pregame skate here. So he talked about that in an Edmonton paper coming up in the preview to this series, talking about, you know they need to get into Caruth's head, and he was already having a few words with him. It started early and it will continue all game long.
And there's what Stu's talking about from the pregame warm-up. There's a centering pass, doesn't get there at first, but the Winterhawks are jumping on it now. Lear's got it, passes to Delio, quick shot off the stick. Rakowski on the pick, throws it in front, and that's Suntner intercepting that one. Pouliot backhands it, intercepted. Dylan Ruck gets it for Edmonton. Out to Mitch Mraz. Mraz shoots the puck in, and Carruth on his forehand decides to play it over for Pouliot. That pass nearly picked off, but here they come, and over the line, Delio going wide. Suntner stays with him, throws it in front, goes Delio. Bjorkstrand gets it to Lear. Pouliot wants it in the slot, he can't get it. Lear on his backhand, now on his forehand as they work the cycle. Suntner gets it, Gernat has it, and he'll try to calm things down a little bit for the Oil Kings. Long breakaway pass for Ruck as he tried to get behind the defense. And Rakowski gets it, flips it back out to center with 3.5 minutes to go. There's a turnover and a quick shot, that's knocked down. That shot was taken by Iverson, and Legault starts back. Samuelson with him, but that pass picked off. Pouliot. Wonder how many minutes he logs every night. Pouliot goes wide on his backhand. He puts it wide of the net. Comes back out here towards Peters. He puts it behind the net. Corbett chasing it down in the far corner for Edmonton. He got it out, and here's Samuelson for Edmonton. Off his stick, and they're really giving it to Samuelson here. Every time he touches the puck. As it's flipped out by Portland. Corbett with his glove gets it over here to Mayo. Mayo takes a hit, a high one too from Peters after he moves the puck, and here's the turnover. Leipzig going in. Leipzig shoots, scores! Leipzig makes it 2-0 for Portland. Brendan Leipzig with 2:40 to go in the second period.
What speed and what accuracy. Nice release. How quickly do the Portland Winterhawks jump on some pucks if you mishandle them ever so slightly? Here comes the hit that creates the loose puck, and watch Leipzig go to work with this thing. I mean, he looks, he scans the ice, toe drags it, and that's a quick snapshot. I don't think there's a whole lot Cody Corbett could do about that. Maybe tighten the gap a little bit, and maybe catch Brossoit a little bit deeper in the crease in Leipzig. 2-0 Portland.
I think he did. I think he caught Brossoit a little bit either deep or a little bit to the right. And looking at the replay, the Peters hit looked pretty clean. It was just a good play by Peters to force it physically. And wow, at 17-20, Leipzig gets his 8th of these playoffs. Indeed, Peters does get the only assist, and here comes Foster. Foster with St. Croix, back for Foster, and Seth Jones breaks that one up. St. Croix gets the puck once more for Edmonton. In this corner as he continues to battle for the puck. St. Croix out to the Musil blue line shot. That's blocked by the same guy who just scored the goal. Leipzig gets in front of that one. Here's Patanin over the line. Making moves, waiting for some support. Now just dumps it behind the net with a minute and a half to go in the period. And Musil has trouble with it behind his own goal, but he comes up with the puck. Dishes it off. Boy, is Portland ever hounding that puck in this game. Pouliot in over the line. Pouliot goes to the middle. There's a pass. Here's a shot. Scores! Bjorkstrand scoring moments after the Leipzig goal. Back to back for the Winterhawks, and they lead 3-0 late in the second.
Dan, I don't think there's a team in the Western Hockey League that smells blood any more than the Portland Winterhawks. Boy, when they get momentum, they make it happen in a hurry. Pouliot with that pass to Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand coming in off that side. That time they catch the Edmonton Oil Kings, the entire group a little bit deep. And they are just like you said, they're puck hounds. They're puck pursuit. And they got great skill that goes along with those kind of turnovers when it's a runaway horse right now.
Pick up the announcement at 18:45. Just the one assist on that one. It came 1 minute and 25 seconds after the Leipzig goal. Don't forget, Leipzig had a huge block as well back in his own zone. prior to that goal. Now glove hand pass stops the play with 45 seconds left in the middle period of game number 2.
And, you know, the Portland Winterhawks force you into making, you know, mistakes. They force you making passes that you don't want. They force you into turnovers that you least expected. And then they capitalize with a tremendous amount of skill. Ratty with a goal, Leipzig with a goal, Bjorkstrand with a goal. Those 3 goal scorers were in their top 5 during the season, and they're in their top 5 goal scorers in the postseason as well.
Wotherspoon shoots the puck in for Portland. It comes around the boards, and a quick shot there. Went off the stick, but it comes out to Wotherspoon once more. Edmonton had a little pushback in this period, had some chances, but then Caruth made some good saves in the Portland goal, kept it at zeros, and then there's Wotherspoon shooting it on Bourgeois. Then the 2 quick goals, but those saves by Caruth made a few minutes ago, and it was 1-0. Pretty key in this game right now.
You know, yeah, and you add to those saves that Caruth made. I agree with you, Dan. It's the miss by Foster and the deflection over top of the net, the real good saves that he made, and you talked about it already. You know, Brendan Leipzig, a terrific job coming back to block a shot. I think that kind of stuff lifts a team. I don't think we, you know, overvalue ever the value of a block shot. It's pretty impressive. This crowd's in it.
Wotherspoon, oh boy, they ever. Each team with 11 shots on goal in this middle period. Been a lot of block shots, a lot of pucks tipped out of play. And the Portland Winterhawks, who are 12-0 when leading after 2, are going to take a 3-goal lead into the 3rd period of game 2 in a series that they're trying to tie 1-1 tonight. Horn sounds, period over, fans on feet. Winterhawks feeling good about themselves tonight. And the Oil Kings, a big uphill battle if they're to make something of game number 2 tonight on the road. 3-0 after 2 periods as we go to WHL Central, and here is Andy Neal.
All right, thanks very much, Dan. Edmonton Oil Kings captain Keegan Lowe will join Stu Walters on the other side of the break. We will hear from Pierre Turgeon one-on-one with the father of Portland Winterhawks forward Dominic Turgeon and Peter Labardius inside the WHL, and the sellout crowd here at the Rose Garden liking what they've seen so far. It's a 3-0 Winterhawks lead in game 2 on Shaw.
There's the scene as we get ready for the start of the 3rd period of game number 2 in this WHL Championship Series. Dan Russell alongside Bill Wilms. And Bill, the Portland Winterhawks can strike so quickly, and after a little bit of pressure around their net, which they survived, they came back and made that a 3-goal game.
Exactly. 11 shots by both teams. You know, this is Edmonton, probably their best part of this hockey game. They get a couple chances, a deflection there by St. Croix. I think Dylan Ruck does a good job of jumping in this spot right here, getting that shot. And as good a chance as they had, this is all 1-0 Portland at the time. Watch Foster miss that backhand upstairs. Here's a 2-0 goal. Now you're going to watch something here, folks. Mayo's going to get hit there by Peters. Stop it there, guys. Far right of your screen. Keep your eye on Brendan Leipzig. Samuelson's going to get hit there. Look at Leipzig come in and say, I'll get that loose puck. He was a hawk. Jumped on it, took the shot. Now take a look at Bourgeois. He's a little bit losing the net at that spot. A little bit over to one side. The 2-0 Portland goal. This is what we talk about back pressure, folks. We talk about it all the time. Now the Portland Winterhawks back check hard. This is Lear there. Now that allows a defense, 51, to engage quicker. Now, Bjorkstrand's going to come off the bench. Pouliot, number 51, is going to wait for him. There he comes, and Musil acts as a perfect screen, and that Bourgeois has no chance on this goal. Both of these goals come late in the period, and it's 3-0 Portland Winterhawks.
And that last goal is goal number 70 for Portland in these playoffs. They've scored 70, they've allowed 30. The Edmonton Oil Kings have scored 75 and given up 29. There's just not much to choose between these teams. As we get ready, for those are good pucks right there. The left-hand one, Oil Kings, and the right-hand one, the Portland Winterhawks. And away we go for period number 3.
Indeed.
As there's the overhead shot of the great big logo at center ice. This is a fantastic place to see a WHL game. So many great spots around the lake. There's none better than this. As Samuelson chops the puck in, the teams are at full strength as we start this period. Just 9 seconds in, Caruth covers up a puck. Caruth in goal tonight, and look at the response that the Winterhawks have had. That was a big 24 hours for them to make some adjustments here. Now they've taken a 3-goal lead. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination. They are, however, when leading after 2, 12-0, and Edmonton is 1-2 when they trail after 2 periods in these playoffs. You see a long shot, that's knocked down. Musil again, long shot, that's knocked down. And Musil this time has to go to the center ice area to collect the puck. Down to Samuelson. Over on this side, it comes to Lazar. Lazar shoots the puck in and goes around the boards on the far side, and Leipzig's going to collect it for Portland with speed. Here he comes. Leipzig in over the blue line. A little toe drag there as well, but it goes off his stick. Low goes down. Low favoring something there. Take a stick up high, I'm not sure. Puck comes back out to Dylan Ruck. Ruck gets out to the neutral zone. Low goes over to the bench. None the worse for wear. Goes around the boards. Last year in the championship series, as Pouliot gets that puck to Ratty into the line, there's a hard pass. Goes off the stick wide. Sharp angle shot, that's stopped. Ratty gets possession of the puck, spins, puts it behind the net. Ratty going back in front of the goal for the pass, but it's intercepted, and back comes Edmonton with Dylan Ruck and Michael St. Croix passing it to one another. There's a pass for Foster. He collects it in the corner. Dylan Ruck wants it. Oh, and he tried to feed St. Croix in front. That was picked off. Leipzig the other way. In front for Ratty, and it's over top the net. There'll be a penalty, too, as Ratty was impeded with as he went to the net. A hooking infraction, and Portland will go on the power play.
Yeah, you'll hear us talk about transition over and over and over again, simply because the Winterhawks probably in the entire league do it better than anybody. This is Edmonton. They're going to come into the offensive zone. They give that puck up and going the other way. How quickly they move it from Leipzig this time to Ratty. The penalty on the play. There's the play going to the net. And again, how does Ratty continuously get in behind the defense? Marvelous.
So there's Saunter in the penalty box. And that means a power play is in effect. This power play for Papa John's. Go online to papajohns.com tomorrow and enter your promo code WHL50 to power save on your next order. Puck comes around to Jones at the right point. He keeps the puck in, puts it down low. Off the half wall, Delio to Waterspoon. Here's his shot, and Brisbois found it in the traffic. Bjorkstrand was in front of the net. Lear wasn't far behind either. Now the puck goes down the ice. 40 seconds gone in the minor penalty. Seth Jones. Now for Delio, misses him. That puck almost out of play. Stayed in the playing surface, but everybody was ducking over at the Oil King bench. An early power play goal could really bring some of the Edmonton spirit in this game. It's already going to be a tough uphill climb for the Oil Kings. As it comes around to the right point, Rutkowski. Now Ty Ratty. Rutkowski to Pouliot. Here's Rutkowski once more. Wrist shot through everybody, and it got directed to the end boards, and the Oil Kings collect the puck. Foster shoots it down the ice. 35 seconds left in the minor penalty to Saunter.
The Edmonton penalty in 138 of the third, number 5.
They're just getting around to announcing now. Anyway, there's Ratty as that play goes offside.
And Troy Rutkowski, a 20-year-old from Edmonton, got to be looking forward to going back there to play. One of 3 20-goal scoring defensemen. Brendan Kitchen from Spokane with 22. Darren Dietz from Saskatoon, who we saw earlier, with 24, and Troy Rutkowski with 20. So lots of offense from that back end. Rutkowski a big part of that.
It's unfathomable, his numbers, though. I mean, you play 5 years in the league. That's a lot. You play 72, 73 playoff games. It's like having a 6-year WHL career. Who gets one of those?
Yeah. Rutkowski, originally drafted by Colorado in the 5th round, never signed. He was part of 8 Portland Winterhawks drafted that year. Wow.
Edmonton back at full strength as Ratty hits the blue line, dishes it off. Leipzig now to Batan in front for Ratty as he tries to go back door. Pretty enough, it just didn't get finished. Ratty and Batan trying to combine as Seth Jones goes back into his own zone.
You know, Ty Ratty, man, was just a little slow getting there. They convert that particular play many times in the season.
How prominent is Seth Jones? Well, the Denver Post newspaper sent their lead hockey writer, Adrian Dater, here to Portland for the last 2 games to write a feature on what many believe will be a future Avalanche.
Interesting when he talked to you and mentioned that he's never seen a junior game.
Peter's shot, that went off a blocker, goes to the corner. Comes back out to the line, Wotherspoon, now to Seth Jones. Wrist shot, to traffic rebound right there! But swept away by Edmonton, comes back to Jones. Jones puts it behind the net. Reaching it there, or trying to, was Iverson, but he couldn't. Mayo plays it to Corbett, back to Mayo as the Oil Kings look like they're going to get out of their own zone. They're in the 5-minute mark of the 3rd period as it's shot into Portland territory. Right around the horn, goes all the way down the ice. Oil Kings player going off, had to go off his skate, but I don't think there were 5 of them out there. Some of the referees in the stands thought there might be. Bjorkstrand lost it, but couldn't get it. Now St. Croix gets it to Ruck. As he gains the Portland line, Dylan Ruck holds it, tries to feather it through. St. Croix bodied off the puck by Rutkowski. The captain of the Winterhawks plays it around the boards. In a long history here in Portland, he's the 37th captain in the history of Portland. Rutkowski is, and he gave that one away. Foster on this near side wall, gives it right back. Rutkowski out to Lear, in over the blue line. It's Delio shooting it up high. Comes around to Rutkowski, but he can't handle it. Dylan Ruck trying to go one-on-one. Followed up by St. Croix. Ruck's got it. St. Croix from back of the net. Foster in front of the net for Dylan Ruck, but Portland got a stick on it. Pouliot wobbling it up in the corner, backhands it along that wall, and it's lifted out by Taylor Lear. There's a lead pass. St. Croix over the line, makes a move, but nothing but Winterhawks there. There was Mirage trying to throw a check. He missed his man. Patan and Gurnett collide. Patan comes up with the loose puck, and he gets it down low. Winterhawks will feed the blue line now. Pouliot. Down it goes. Quick shot from the side. That's knocked down. Pouliot again. Pouliot to Leipzig. There's Tyler Ratty leaving it for Seth Jones. Jones back for Ratty. Ratty over to Pouliot. He makes a move, makes another, makes a third, makes a fourth. Pouliot dishes it off in front of the net, and it's stopped by Bressois. Pouliot again. Back out here to Jones. Pouliot, this is not a power play. Here's a chance for Leipzig, a shot on goal and a save and a rebound. And Bressois got it, and there's the traffic in front as Saunders ties up Leipzig. And you've also got it the side of the net. Iwanek and Patan.
Yeah, one of the reasons the Portland Winterhawks spend so much time in the offensive zone is because you've got puck-handling defensemen like Derek Pouliot. I mean, what a job he does. Watch 51 here. Look at the presence of mind there. Little turn, controls it, keeps moving it, avoids that checking, and gets it into that spot. And you know what? The play never died with him. He gets it off to one side. You see Ratty coming to the front of the net. And it's just a tremendous amount of puck sense by that young man right there. And then a whole lot of things happening behind the net. Iwanek usually in the middle of it.
Offsetting minors at Saunders goes to the box, and so too does Leipzig at least. And looks like that will be the only 2 penalties up on the board as you look at Travis Green, and there's Troy Rutkowski going to the bench.
Let's see if there's a punch of sorts delivered here.
Gurnett, face wash. And then Ratty, a little hug there with Gurnett. That's nice.
That's cute.
They're friendly. Yesterday, there was a goalie blowing a kiss, and there's a nice little hug. So
it's a nice way of saying, I'm going to keep you out of that little spot.
Oh, was that what that was? It's the Rose City. Not everybody in a good mood here. Here's Lear getting it back to the blue line. 4-on-4 as Jones takes a shot. That bounces off Lazar. And here's Samuelson coming out of his own zone. Out for Lazar as he gains the line. It goes to Samuelson. Samuelson has Keegan Lowe in front of the net. Samuelson still holding it, throws it in front of the net. Seth Jones gets possession. Wotherspoon out to center ice. 4-on-4 hockey. This must be the third, or at least the third, maybe the 4th time tonight we've had 4-on-4 play for an extended period. Samuelson with Lowe. Samuelson trying to dart through, and Caruth makes the save, turning into the corner. Keegan Lowe, checked by Jones. Samuelson has the puck. Lowe wants to put himself right in front of that net. Comes back out here to Musil. Musil, long shot. That was knocked down. And Delio gets it. Being checked by Lowe, and that's a good back check there. And the play goes offside with more feeling. There's Samuelson in the middle of it.
Stu Walters, little different attitude on that bench, I suppose, in Portland tonight as opposed to what was going on last night. What do you sense?
Pretty good mood, as you say, Bill. Nothing really to complain. Travis Green has been really happy with the way that the Portland Winterhawks have been actually finishing their checks in Edmonton zone and being very heavy on the Oil Kings defense as well. So pitcher perfect so far, and 12 minutes to see if they can maintain the goose egg.
And more importantly, tie the series as they are in that position of needing this win tonight. Bring it back 1-1, which is exactly what we were last year, but the first two games were in Edmonton. Here's Corbett in over the line. Corbett, drop pass, TJ Foster's shot. That goes over top the net. Chasing it down is Taylor Lear. Lear is from Saskatoon. As he hits the line, he puts it to Peters. Lear on the backhand. Another chance by Lear, and another chance as Pouliot was right there, and he could not hammer it home. Edmonton's Legault starts back. Legault drop pass for Foster and missed him, and here come the Hawks in transition, and it's Ty Ratty. One-on-one on Musil. Ratty knocked off stride by Musil. Fans don't like that, but that's a good, clean, open ice hit by David Musil as Ratty was waiting for help. 9 minutes into the third period. Wotherspoon shoots the puck in. It goes around the backboards. Picked up by Brossois. Handed away. Here's a chance. A shot. And Brossois makes up for his own mistake as he flashes the leather. And he stops Leipzig with a great glove save.
Yeah, you know what? That puck off the back wall in behind the net is just an automatic when you play together and you've got chemistry on this line together. Very, very quickly that puck comes right back out to Ratty to play in behind the net. That's just knowing where your line mates are. That's knowing that you got to get it there quickly. Terrific glove save by Brossois and Ratty.
Outshot so far Edmonton in this third period by a margin of 8-1. So in the game, it's 30-15 on the shot clock for Portland, and there's your score. Winterhawks with 1 in the first and 2 in the second. And an offensive zone faceoff. Iwanek looks like he needs a new stick. I'll say he does. Try playing with that one. Perhaps my 6-year-old could, but he can't. And there's Iwanek going back in the face-off circle with a new stick. And that new stick worked just fine as Edmonton gets possession of the puck on the face-off. And they cannot get it out low in the middle of everything here tonight. Delio gets the puck. Iwanek lining him up as he puts the puck in front of the net. Oil Kings intercept. Roz gets possession. Here's Calda in over the line. Calda going on his backhand. Now his forehand, and his sharp angle shot is stopped. Out here, David Musil takes a shot, and that goes wide of the net. There's a centering pass. Iwanek gets it back again. Tries the side of the net, can't do it. Leipzig has it. Leipzig. Pass. Ratty in front of the, Delio rather, in front of the net. Just behind Bjorkstrand. And Calda gets possession of the puck. Here's Calda shooting it. That goes over top the goal. Edmonton making a change. Maddock out there. Maddock hasn't played much since taking that first period penalty. Mind you, he doesn't get a ton of ice time anyway as a fourth liner. Bertolucci out there. He hasn't played. That might be the first time I've called his name. And Benson out there as well. Bertolucci returned in Game 7 of the Calgary series. Didn't get a shift, but he did dress. Played a little bit last night. Coach Laxdal really likes his energy level. He's a player for the future for sure, and the present right now. That's him with the puck. Bertolucci puts the puck into Portland territory. We passed the halfway mark of the third period. Held in by Benson. Put behind the net. Caruth moves it to Pouliot, and just like that, they're out of their own zone. Kopech shot. That's turned aside, and we will step aside. 9:04 to go, third period, game 2. Brossois and the Oil Kings down by 3. And you're watching the WHL final on Shaw. If you're the Saskatoon Blades, who are you cheering for in this series to join them at the Memorial Cup, you can join in too at SaskatoonBlades.com. That's how you get tickets for the big championship Memorial Cup, May 17th to 26th.
Well, a big part of this game was period number 1 when the Edmonton Oil Kings took 3 consecutive penalties. Ty Ratty makes them pay, capitalizing on a terrific play by Patan. That's 9:09, period 1, 1-0. And you know, Edmonton with some good chances, some decent play until 17:20 of period 2. Brendan Leipzig jumps on a loose puck. Look at this. That's your scoring champion, co-winner in the Western Hockey League. That's at 17:20. At 18:45, Oliver Bjorkstrand is going to come off the bench, come into your screen there, and rip that puck past Brossois. 3-0 Portland. That's where we're at. 9:04 left, period 3.
And as we went to our break, offsetting minors once again, as we have Baddock in the box along with Portland's Peters. So I got it now as the 5th 4-on-4 of the night. And Seth Jones teeing it up from the blue line. Plays it cross ice before getting it quickly back. Seth Jones, the quarterback of the 4-on-4 right here. As a long shot goes through, and Brossois makes that save, holds on.
Yeah, Seth Jones will be the quarterback of a lot of power plays in that young man's future.
Looked like a point guard there. Just teeing that up. His father, Popeye Jones, as you see, his hometown, played 535 NBA games over 11 years. He's currently, at last report, the one of the assistant coaches of the Brooklyn team. There's Lowe off the face-off.
And Popeye says he's finally had to give up the dream that Seth might be a shooting guard, a point guard in the NBA one day.
A pretty good basketball player. Clearly he shows hockey. Yes.
Absolutely.
Loves baseball as well. Brought in over the blue line. And there's Lowe tipping it just wide of the net. Lucille. Speaking of famous dads, Keegan Lowe's Kevin. Lowe. That's him with the puck right now. Keegan moving in for a shot. That's off the target. Kevin was telling me the other day, last year in the championship, he was scouting in Europe and he watched every game of ours online from Europe, getting up at 3 and 4 in the morning to do so. And then he said, I wanted to go back to sleep, but I was too wired to go back to sleep. I couldn't sleep. He's on this side of the water this time, so he'll probably sleep tonight. Rutkowski gets across ice. Wotherspoon, lead pass out through the neutral zone. It's Patan bringing it in for a shot. That goes off Gernat into the corner. It's Saunter with it. With 7.5 minutes to go in the third period. Portland Winterhawks in full control right now as Rutkowski goes in for a shot, a weak one. And Brossois played it, or he was holding it for a long time. We finally get a whistle.
We knew there'd be a lot of offense. Certainly, I think Edmonton's hanging in pretty well in terms of only giving up the 3 goals. You know, it's been a pretty good sell-in or buy-in by the rest of this Oil King team, and Brossois been solid in net. Got to remember, this Portland team with their offense, Dan, one of only 2 teams with over 300 goals in the WHL this year. Kelowna, the other team, at 309. It's a pretty high-octane team, and a 3-0 deserved lead here so far, but the Oil Kings, you know, coming in here trying to get a split, and they're 7 minutes and 14 seconds away from getting that.
Dylan Ruck deep in his own zone. Here's Gernat. And Saunter has it as the 4-on-4 continues. Now finished. Just as I said, that team's back to full strength. Wasn't like I wasn't looking for the penalty time clock. I head on a swivel here. It's not on the jumbo scoreboard. I guess they wanted a little bit more room for the greatest screen in the history of indoor stadiums. You can watch this game, call it just off the screen in high def.
Amazing. It's wonderful.
Back out to the point. Here's Jones. Shot. It's blocked away and then off the line. Just cleared by Cody Corbett. As it went off Jones, then off Brossois, then off a body, and then almost into the Edmonton goal.
Dylan Ruck does a pretty good job of boxing out his man at the side of the net. But the thing about Seth Jones, so many of his shots do get through. Yeah, that's Ruck over there. That allows Corbett to find that puck because he's the only one that saw it. Ruck was too busy checking. Brossoit was trying to make the save. And Cody Corbett said, I see that puck and I'm going to clear it out of there. 10 Minnesota kids playing in the Western Hockey League. Cody Corbett, one of them. By the way, Corbett's high school coach, Phil Housley, NHL great. By the way, Bittner, Iverson for Portland, the other Minnesota kids playing in this series, let alone the rest of the WHL.
Corbett, a graduate of the Stillwater Ponies, the Ponies hockey team in Minnesota. Is that shot in? And there he is, Corbett with the puck. Not for long as he dished it around the boards. Iverson puts it behind the net. Corbett will race for it. Calder gets it first for Edmonton. As it's shot right back in again. This series will pick up Tuesday and Wednesday in Edmonton. 7 o'clock local time, 6 o'clock Pacific time. Witkowski shoots it in from center. And Corbett has the puck. 5.5 minutes to go. Neal banks it off the boards. Samuelson gets it. Now Portland has it. And Ty Ratty will lead the way. Ratty in over the line. Drop pass for Leipzig. Ratty to the, or Leipzig rather, with the backhand, and it goes wide of the net. If you joined us late, Ratty scored early in this game to move to within 1 goal. Mark Peterson, Medicine Hat team, is the all-time leader with 47 goals, and now Ratty has 46. Will he pass Mark Peterson in this series? Bjorkstrand along this near side wall, being checked by Legault, and Rakowski digs it free, and he'll skate out for Portland. Puts it behind the Edmonton net. Lowe trying to reach for it there. Delio in there. So too is Lear. Edmonton pokes the puck out. There's St. Croix. Jones checking him, but Ruck picks up the puck. Jones a little slow to get up. Ruck back to the line. Musil shot at Hiddle's body. And here's a lead pass for Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand cutting in, and is poke checked by Musil. And out to the neutral zone. It's Foster carrying it in over the blue line. He puts it on to Carew. And Delio starts back the other way. Chase Delio from California. Stopping at the puck. There's Kopech trying to poke it in front. Foster gets it out. Not for long. Shot back into the Edmonton zone. 3:45 to go in the third period. Seems like just a matter of time now till this series is all tied at a game apiece. Here's the puck over the glass. That's a penalty. And Suntner will go back to the penalty box. He's been there a few times already.
Derek Laxdal calls the Patan Ratty Leipzig line the best line in Canada. How did they do last night? Did they contain them? No, they absolutely halted them. We talked about that line with no goals and a -5. Could they do it again tonight? Well, I think as you see the puck being fired over the glass, Dan, I wouldn't say that that line has been absolutely rampant. Ratty with a goal, Leipzig with a goal, Patan with 1 assist, all that unofficially, and you're never going to really shut that line down as much as they did last night. You're going to limit some damage. That hasn't been the big problem tonight, Dan, for me. And Derek Laxdal says the Edmonton Oil King team can't, generate a whole lot of offense.
Are you saying my scorebook is unofficial? Is that what you just said? Was that a bit of a scorebook diss there?
I could have copied it wrong. That's all I did.
Oh, okay. Because I don't mind turning that job over to you.
I know you don't.
Rutkowski gets the puck over to Pouliot. Holding, shooting. And off the target it goes. Patan. Pouliot. Rutkowski. Pouliot. Pouliot again. Down low. This is a prevent power play.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's about as slow motion as you'll ever see this Winterhawk team pass that puck around.
Off the backboards, though. Ratty looking for something. Rutkowski's got it. Well, they don't mind killing the whole 2 minutes here. I think it's smart. Just keep passing it from point man to point man. Pouliot to Ratty. Ratty's shot. Well, he doesn't like to pass it around too much. He'd like to get another goal. Gets it out to the blue line. Pouliot, though. You can just see they are just so content to wind this thing down. What will Ratty do this time?
They'll take the play if it's there, won't they? Like there. No, we try to get it across to Patan.
Leipzig holds on to it. Talked about just trying to kill the clock during a 2-minute power play.
Crowd loves it. They're sensing it too.
You know where the next pass is going. Well, maybe not this one. Ratty will take it over there on the half wall, but I think he'll get it out to Pouliot, who shoots it on net. And it's going to be Rutkowski on the pitch. He'll hit it hard around the boards, and Ratty will wait for it there. They've done so well that they're actually making a line change during the middle of that power play. So a minute and a half to go. Edmonton back at full strength. And we've got penalties again. Somebody steals somebody's stick there for a while at the bench. I don't know what's going on. Stu, can you hear me? What was going on down there?
Yeah, Stefan Legault just took Ty Ratty's stick right out of his hand as they were going for the line change. So the ref's taking both of them. So coincidental minors there, but it's getting a little more and more intense here as game 2 comes to a conclusion, and you know, we get set for game 3. The rivalry's even heating up more.
I think it was Iwanek getting a little piece of Ratty on that line change. Certainly made contact. Wasn't the first time. There's a couple times guys have made a line change. Mraz earlier as well. The bench is so close together. Little bump here, little bump there. Trying to say we'll see it Tuesday in Edmonton.
So another 4-on-4. We've had our fill of them.
Number 7, Stefan Legault. For Portland, number 8, Ty Ratty. 2 minutes each for unsportsmanlike.
So they call them unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Pretty much describes what happened there. Here's a chance for Edmonton. Right around that net. They can't get it in front of Corbett. Benson's got it. His pass misses. And now we have 1 minute left in game number 2. And we'll be going back to Edmonton with this series tied at a game apiece. Series will be now a best of 5. Fans are coming to their feet already. There's Gurnett. Gurnett for Corbett. Corbett brings the puck in over the blue line.
It's always one of my favorite moments in either the Coliseum or the Rose Garden. The last probably minute when the Winterhawks are leading, everybody's on their feet.
And there's a look at Matt Carruth. What a response he's had tonight. He'll move his record to 13-4 in these playoffs. His goals against will come down. His save percentage will go up. And he's 20 seconds away from you-know-what. And if he gets you-know-what, he'll tie Laurent Brossoit in these playoffs. As Pouliot brings it in over the line. Brossoit has 5 shutouts in these playoffs. And Matt Carruth now has 5 shutouts in these playoffs. We're tied at a game each. Edmonton managed just 2 shots on goal in the final period. A 16-save shutout for Matt Carruth, his 19th in his career when you combine regular season and playoffs. And Portlandville was full value for game 2 tonight.
And not only did they allow Edmonton only 2 shots in period 3, remember Edmonton with 3 shots in period 1. Yeah, they did a complete job here. You know, we're talking, I mean, Matt Carruth, obviously, with the shutout, should get one of the 3 stars, but under no circumstances was Matt Carruth the best player on the ice tonight for this Portland Winterhawk team. It was a team effort. It was complete. Their speed was tough to handle. Their anticipation, their shorthanded stuff, their power plays, they pretty much were a complete team. And by the way, The Portland Winterhawks this year, Dan, won 29 games on the road. They established the Western Hockey League record in doing so, and they're going up to Edmonton for game number 3.
All right, the Winterhawks with 1 in the first. They get 2 in the second, and they nurse it home for a 3-0 shutout win over the Edmonton Oil Kings. Post-game reaction coming up. WHL Final.